Unlimited.
What's up, you losers? Welcome back to Not the Rogue Room. Did I have the thing up? No, I didn't. There it is. It's gone. It's gone. It's there. It's gone. Look, I don't have a logo anymore. There's no logos. There's none allowed. No logos on this stream. It's not a logo stream. We're not doing that. Taking a week off from doing the Discourse, registered trademark, to play. Well, we were originally supposed to play Visage this week. For anyone who forgot, I was supposed to play Visage this week. But then my head was a fuck. My head was an entire fuck, and I realized I couldn't take anything super scary. I knew what I was like. You saw me play PT a while back. You saw me when I had Crit on to play PT as well. And Visage is supposed to expand upon the ideas in PT. And I'd like to see it at some point. I'd like to play it at some point. But fuck, I do not want to, I don't want to go there. Here's a flex for you. Us. But yes, head fuckery is a thing this week. Last couple of weeks, actually. It's weird. My mind is playing tricks on me. So, we're not doing the ultra scary shit, but Echoes of the Eye is pretty spooky. It's pretty spooky. So, we're going to continue that. Hopefully, we're going to finish it this week. I just realized that doesn't work. Hang on. I am a classy individual. Okay, I am a very elegant person. I am a very cultured individual. I drink my mother with a straw. Anywho, it's just mother sugar free. At any rate, yeah, I've been dealing with like a lot of grim thoughts lately. A lot of gruesome, dark, intrusive thoughts. You know, that's a thing that I think we should talk about. You know, I'm not going to murder anyone immediately, but you know, it's one of those periods. You know, it's not like I don't know how to explain it. You know, I suppose you could say it's potentially linked to my depression in a sense. Did you clip that page? Like for those, I mean, I've talked about the fact that I've got depression, anxiety, and all the other things before. And intrusive thoughts. I don't know if intrusive thoughts are specifically related to any one mental issue. But that's been a pretty consistent thing in my life. Is like having these really vivid and dark and often incredibly violent pictures in my head. And I don't want to exacerbate that by playing something really super serious horror. So, which sucks because I really wanted to play Visage, but I think my brain needs a bit of a rest. Been having some nightmares here and there, so yeah. I think Echoes of the Eye is a good middle ground because Outer Wilds is quite cutesy and fun in a lot of ways, while still maintaining quite a few scary elements. Anyway, found an old video from MTV. I think it would be hilarious to see my reaction. Save it for Monday. We'll do some React stuff on Monday. We'll go back to our regular style of content on Monday. Intrusive thoughts like opening a packet of chips from the bottom. Well, like, do you squeeze the packet and then it bursts out the bottom? Because, like, I've seen people do the thing where, like, they squeeze the packet of chips, opens at the top. It's magic, but if you fuck it up, all of it comes out the bottom. You got to be careful with that. It's got to be artisanal. The grip you use needs to be something you've practiced. Anyway, thank you for the clip, by the way, Phage. Like opening a packet of crisps from the bottom. Yeah, exactly. Crisps. 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 We call them crisps in Australia? I don't think we call them crisps in Australia. Crisps. Chris. Redfield. Depression, anxiety, so common with us trans people, all while dealing with dysphoria on top. And then, like, it's too early for you to be... It's 9 p.m. It's not that early, honestly. Chris Pratt. Depression, anxiety, etc. so common with us trans people, all while dealing with dysphoria on top. How do we feel, right? Here's a thing. Because I haven't recorded like a YouTube video for this week, so we're going to do this, I suppose. It's not really... We're just like a casual discussion. How do we feel about that BBC article? Trans folks who've been paying attention to the discourse surrounding that BBC article. Jesus Christ, what a whopper. Fuck me dead. You might have noticed there's a couple of hashtags trending on Twitter at the moment. Hashtag #SisWithThe and hashtag I stand with lesbians, most notably. The first one being cisgender people standing with trans people as allies. Poggers, we like that. And I stand with lesbians. Primarily the origin of this hashtag was supposed to be allying with the supposed lesbians that were wrote about in this BBC article. Basically, what it boils down to. I read the article. Get this, I actually read the article. I did my research, or at least I looked at the journalism that we are now going to criticize. I read the article, and it's very, very skewed, very biased. The BBC has had a history of publishing articles that are transphobic by their very nature to begin with. This one is based on a study that was done. Get this. What they did is they used whoever it was that conducted the study. I forget who conducted the study, but they asked 80 lesbians, right? Supposedly. I'm just going to say I'm skeptical of this thing on every merit. Okay, this is some very sketchy research for the BBC to be publishing in the first place. You know, taking a very tiny fringe survey to like a massive, massive platform. Very dodgy journalism through and through. But this person, yeah, like you've said, Ziwa, is someone on social media who was already clearly biased, and this is the pertinent point, right? Is they went specifically to gender critical and turfy, transphobic parts of the internet and put out what is called a qualitative survey. So they were asking questions of people, ask the same questions of a bunch of lesbians, get their thoughts on this and that. So it's, instead of quantitative, which is recording numbers, recording analytics, a qualitative survey is where you get like anecdotal evidence and that kind of thing instead. So this was the study, this was the survey they did, and there were a number of responses in this that were honestly quite troubling to read if you were someone from the outside looking in. This is the thing, this kind of article is certainly going to influence the minds of people who are not clued in to the transphobia discourse that is going on currently, right? I'll get some, qualitative is opinions. Yeah, qualitative is basic. Well, it's not necessarily just opinions. Here's the thing. It's opinions often, generally speaking, informed by research, qualitative data, but generally speaking, like qualitative data comes up a lot in sociological studies. So you get the thoughts of the layman or people experienced in a certain field, and you build a study around that, right? But anyway, as opposed to, yeah, analytical quantitative data, which is numbers. You know, if you ask, let's just say a quantitative study would be saying, is the BBC transphobic? If we did a poll and we asked 100 people, is the BBC transphobic, and 73 people said yes, that's a quantitative study. All right, so let's move past that for now, though. So the qualitative study asked the question of a bunch of lesbians, seemingly from gender-critical turfy areas of the internet, and got a bunch of responses that honestly come across as though they are trying to portray trans women a certain way, specifically trans women. Because as we all know, as we're all familiar with at this point, trans men are seldom brought into these discussions. But in particular, like, this is what worries me, is that the BBC felt the need to publish this article that focuses so heavily on the idea of transgender lesbians invading lesbian spaces and trying to force themselves on women. And trying to say it's trying to pressure cis lesbians, I should say. I should use that terminology. Trying to pressure cis lesbians into relationships and sex and trying to be sexually coercive and all these kinds of things. That was the picture very much painted by this article and by the supposed research. And I'm gonna continue using cynical language because fuck these people. They don't deserve my respect. The thing that stands out to me particularly is, of course, as you would expect in these kinds of pieces, a lot of focus on the genitalia, a lot of focus on, that these people are biologically males, and a lot of inferences towards the idea that trans women are actually, the whole men in dresses thing. And what really stands out, honestly, is this is an article that definitely, like I said, we have a marginalized minority that's already being targeted in the mainstream on a huge scale. We've got trans people constantly being badgered by transphobic legislation across the world, both in the UK and the US most notably. And this is, of course, the BBC, so it is in the UK, Turf Island, to quote one of our many queens, Abigail Thorne. So over there, you see this kind of thing, this kind of article, when there's already so much transphobic journalism happening, journalism in air quotes. There's already so much going on over there with regard to this specifically. And it's not just it's not as though journalistic publications are putting out works that are just tearing down trans people, especially trans women in this discussion. It's not as though they're putting out article after article after article that says trans women are evil, vile, disgusting perverts and blah, blah, blah. They're not doing it directly. They're kind of trying to subvert the conversation a little bit and trying to paint this article in particular. I want to say, like, a lot of the sentiment I've seen around this tends to lean towards those who agree with the article tend to respond to trans people criticizing it as though we're acting as though this is some kind of a not all men situation. But see, the difference there is trans people are like, what, 1% of the population, maybe even less than that. We're a tiny, tiny minority. We're a minority within the queer community as well, by the way. I think generally. I dare say not everybody in the LGBTQIA plus can be trans. You know, that'd be a bit much. But anyway, in particular, so you got this tiny minority, right? And a lot of the sentiment I've seen from TERFs and GCs regarding the idea. So for anyone who missed this, the article is about predatory trans women, right? Predatory trans lesbians, supposedly. You know, invading, this is the way the kind of language they're using is like they're sort of invading cis lesbian spaces, trying to say if you don't sleep with a lesbian with a penis, you're transphobic, and trying to shame them and blah, 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 blah. That kind of thing. They really sort of paint the picture that trans women are trying to control this conversation or trying to control the lives and well-being and willpower of other people and all this kind of thing. They're like trying to use manipulative tactics, trying to shame them for not sleeping with trans women with penises, which is the focus. It's always the focus is on the genitalia, which is really weird, bizarre. And sorry if I'm jumping all over the place here, but I'm just trying to get all the thoughts I have running through my head about this because it has been running through my head all day. I've been reading responses to this nonsense, some of which are absolutely deplorable and detestable. And absolutely, like, this is the problem. This is the issue. Is this article is put forth under the guise of good faith. Now, everybody can look at the concept of someone who is sexually aggressive, harassing, potentially rapey. Everyone can look at that and say, yeah, those are bad people. Like, if anyone is out there sexually harassing people, debatably raping people, like, we don't know the finer details here. But everybody can look at a case of sexual assault, sexual harassment, rape, and all that and say, yes, that perpetrator is a bad person. No one in the trans community is condoning sexual assault. But that's the picture they are trying to paint of the trans community. Trans community is a weird term because we're not like, though there are trans communities, it's sort of making us out again to be like all one group. But yeah, I think as I would agree, gender doesn't matter. Rape is rape. Rapists should be punished. Yes, agreed. Absolutely. And we don't disagree on that front. But what it's definitely sounding like, if you actually go and read the article, and I mean, go ahead and do that if you want to, the BBC has stood by it in the face of overwhelming reports. I think over 10,000 reports of complaint against the article, and the BBC has stood by it, just like Netflix stood by Chappelle, of course. But yeah, like, the way this article reads is trying to paint trans women with a broad stroke, generally speaking, kind of encouraging and enticing this idea that obviously this is a common thread among trans lesbians. And I dare say, like, I can't really categorically state this, but it seems like a pretty significant number, a significant number, not all of them, don't get me wrong, a significant number of trans women seem to be lesbians, which makes sense. But I don't know. I've got a thought here in my head. Hang on. Let me have a look. Let me come back a little bit. How about this article way back, the first NB Mayor of Wales? Oh, well, we'll come back to that anyway. She's great and knows her stuff. She also did a good debunking of certain aspects of Contra's shame video. Envy video. Anyway, let me get my thoughts around this. So yeah, as we were saying, let me wrap my head around this because I want to have at least a YouTube video out this week. So I'm gonna have to like record this and edit it after the stream and put it up tomorrow morning. I'm going to be running through this because I haven't done a video this week at all. Anyway. But yeah, like, so that's the picture that's being painted. That's the image that's being portrayed, is that, generally speaking, they're trying to infer that this is a common thing among trans lesbians, that they want to barge in on cis lesbians' personal space and say, if you don't sleep with me, you're a horrible person, and then trying to, coerce sex out of cis lesbians and all this kind of thing. What's really strange to me is the framing of the penis as like some kind of, as though, like, we've all heard the phrase men thinking with their dick, right? Which is a thing, don't get me wrong, but it's not like there's literally a controlling brain in the penis, right? Like, that's not a thing that's happening. But so much of the response to this article has focused weirdly, and this is a common GC, TERF, however you want to refer to yourselves, trend, is referring to the penis as though it's almost autonomous. It's almost working of its own volition to control the body of whoever it's attached to prey on people. Like, it's this really bizarre sentiment. It's this really bizarre concept, almost eldritch in the way they portray the cock. I don't know what exactly they're going for, but in essence, like, to throw it back to what we were saying before, like, they seem to be... This is the problem that we're faced with. As trans women trying to argue against this piece, which is very clearly designed to sow even more transphobia that already exists. If there are people sitting on the fence, articles like this are going to push people further and further into transphobic territory, which is what's worrying. This is the BBC, one of the biggest mainstream media journalism platforms in the UK at the very least, if not worldwide, I don't know. But like, we're not, like, when we're put into this corner of trying to defend ourselves as trans women and trans lesbians especially, we're trying to say, like, look, this is an irresponsible piece to publish when we're already a disaffected minority as it stands, who've already got a ton of things targeting us. Why couldn't the BBC publish an article that was trans positive instead of putting out this weird piece that has got, like I mentioned before, a very, very small sample size of opinions very specifically from one side of the discussion? I think they maybe gave a paragraph in the entire thing to like one or two voices who were antithetical to the idea, antithetical to the concepts being put forward here. Is that the right phrasing? Like, there were one or two people who were saying this kind of thing is maybe not something you should publish, BBC. But anyway, they were disagreeing with the overall sentiment. The rest of it was like 56 paragraphs of transphobia. But I don't know if that's an exact number, but somebody posted about the article on Twitter and mentioned the number 56 or 52, and I'm like, it was a long article. It may well have been 52 paragraphs. I don't know. I did read the whole thing, but final thought. Okay, so final concept, final issue. That's the word I'm looking for. Final issue to get across here is that amidst all of this, right, the general idea behind it is that trans lesbians are preying on cis lesbians, shaming them for not sleeping with them, and all of this kind of thing, which is, it very well may be happening, for all I know, but it's definitely not happening at the scale that the BBC needs to publish an article about it, especially given it's all hearsay. There's no legal accusations, or there's no like naming and shaming of any actual perpetrators or anything like that. It's all just a bunch of anecdotes, basically. Names changed to protect those involved, etc., that kind of thing. What's really particularly bizarre, though, is they got the opinion of one Lily Cade, a porn star from the UK, who is known in the porn community, in the sex work industry, to have been sexually predatory herself, even going as far as to lure people at conventions to the bathrooms to sexually offend them. They got the opinion of that person on this article talking about trans women, because at one stage in her earlier career, she was asked to do a scene with a trans woman and rejected the trans woman, rejected the opportunity, or just refused to work with that trans woman, that trans porn star. So yeah, that's a thing to consider. Amid all of this, the only actual name that we can associate with sex crimes is someone who was arguing against trans women in the article. So do with that information what you will. Overall, I just think it's generally speaking, a very harmful piece that seeks to do nothing but sow division. Like, ultimately, the final message I suppose I can put out there with this is that amidst a landscape that's already drenched in transphobia, the BBC has seen fit to publish a lengthy piece that tends to tar and feather trans women with one big sex offender brush, and we've already got that perception around us as a general attitude. So to put that on a big platform, even in the way, like it's just honestly felt like we've been worn down recently with so much of this shit, and it's getting tiresome waking up to some new bullshit about trans people. At any rate, that's my thoughts on that. I don't know if I missed anything. If I missed anything, I don't know. If you folks have any thoughts, get them out while you can, or leave them in the comments on the YouTube video, because this is recorded live on Twitch, but we are doing this as a YouTube video segment. So, you know, at any rate, that's that. I just wanted to get that out there before we start our stream tonight, because I haven't really done any kind of YouTube content for this week. So if today's video, whenever this goes up, it'll go up tomorrow on Friday, my Friday. But if it's a little bit late, you know, forgive me. Anyway, that's all I have to say on that particular subject. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and join us here on twitch.tv/AbigailBeck if you would like to join the conversation. I'll see you when I'm looking at you. I'm good at this. I should be a professional content creator. Bang. Period. Anyway, BBC big bastard cunts. Sorry, I've been avoiding chat. Hello, Alec. Hello, Milam. Hello, Clara. How's it going? You get penises as sexual and race characteristics aren't, but trans women can't help having penises and they hate us for having them. Yes, indeed. The BBC always frames things like they're still up in the air, like there's still a debate about the validity of trans people, sowing anti-trans bias in the minds of people who don't know better, of which there are plenty. Yes, exactly. I dare say, like, the majority of people are one of two things, right? I dare say the majority of people are either trans accepting or are just questioning the whole thing and are not informed on the discussion. You know, that's my main thing. I think a significant amount of people are aware trans people exist and they have no opinion on it, or they are trans accepting. Unless you're in, like, particularly conservative areas, of course. Now, I heard a good theory from Liv Agar about why Britain is so tough, and it has to do with America's history of civil rights sort of keeps older generations of women from feeling like the most oppressed group, whereas in Britain it was way more white people. Women were sort of the pinnacle of oppression there back in the last couple of centuries. Yes. You want a snack? Well, you can look at me. You look at me while I'm just, like, vibing. Sort of pessimistic. You think, like, globally 30% of the world would probably prefer trans people die. More than likely. When I say I think most people are either trans positive or indifferent, and by the way, I'm sipping on Sugar-Free Mother, Detroit. How are you, by the way? Welcome in. Hello, Amber Moon. How's it going? I honestly think your numbers are probably accurate. I mean, I can't really gauge this. There would be no real way short of a huge survey, much like the one that was done on these turfy places that was then published on the BBC. But, you know, if you were to do a big wide scale, and I think there have been some pretty wide scale surveys, at least in the UK, that have shown, generally speaking, it tends to be, I'm assuming cis women were polled. I mean, I doubt they even asked. But, you know, I think there was actually a survey, I'd have to go find it, that was done in the UK that showed more women were trans accepting than men, generally speaking. You have to look at the root of the TERF problem as being inherently misogynistic, as in it's coming from men. Some notable figures in transphobic diatribe are people like Ricky Gervais, Dave Chappelle, Graham Linehan, and then you've got a number of other women who latch onto it, who've still got some degree of influence, don't get me wrong, but take Joe Rogan. Take note of the fact that there are significant voices in the transphobe discourse that are men. And then think about the fact that there are a lot of men out there who are looking for an excuse to hate women, and they will most likely especially look at trans women as, again, men in dresses. So when we look at the TERF movement, and we look at the gender criticals and all that kind of thing, and I see a significant number of them on Twitter as well, other notable names, obviously people like Jordan Peterson, obviously people like, trying to think of his name, well, we've got Steven Crowder, duh, Stefan Molyneux, I think, is another one. The world right is going hard towards a day of reckoning against trans people. Sadly, yesterday, the Italian Senate voted against a bill to introduce harsher punishment for homotransphobic reasoning behind attacks, and they cheered and clapped. The law was also to protect women and disabled people, but the idea of gender identity triggered the right so much that they had to scrap it. Oh, that's worrying, yeah. And yeah, vast majority of the transphobia you've had has been from men. Yeah, exactly. And like it's important to know, like there's some optimism. There's little bits of optimism, especially on social media. Like you look at the there was actually a bit of an investigation done. Somebody conducted a little bit of an investigation into transphobic social media accounts, particularly on Twitter, and found that a significant number of the accounts were all sock puppet accounts that were just following each other over and over again. So people are making thousands of accounts, and it seems like it's probably a significantly lower number of people operating those accounts, just jumping between them, following each other all over and over again, and they get next to no interaction on their tweets. So at least, you know, you look at a huge number of the transphobic Twitter accounts at the very least, and you can see that the people associated with these TERF groups, associated with all these hashtags and all that, tend to be sock puppets. So that's mildly reassuring, not really over much, but it's something. Did I hear what Putin said about trans people? As if we could be surprised that Putin said something fashy, honestly. Also, there's another good article by Judith Butler out recently. I don't know if it was on The Guardian yet again, talking more explicitly, because there was an interview with Judith Butler recently on the Guardian, you might remember this, and there was a paragraph where Judith Butler specifically referred to TERFs as fascists. Now, Judith has actually published an article quite explicitly outlining how the gender critical movement is fascistic. I do wonder if The Guardian has gone back and censored that. I can't say for certain at this point, but I did read it a few days ago when it was fresh. If it's still up, fantastic. If not, that sucks. I wouldn't be surprised, but there are a lot of ties to fascist mindsets among the GCs, among the TERFs, among transphobes in general. So yeah, and that's a thing to consider. But yeah, that stupid BBC article has been on my mind all damn day, and I wanted to get my thoughts out about it, so I'm glad we did. We actually had quite a bit more discussion there than I was anticipating, so after I stopped recording, so I might have to actually go back and grab some more of the VOD after this, because, you know, maybe not, maybe the actual, just, I don't know, how do we feel about me doing like a quick 10-15 minute recording of my thoughts on a thing, and then I stop the recording, put that up on the YouTubes, and then immediately after recording we can continue the discussion, and that could be, you know, the little bonus for being here live. Sorry, what are you sorry for, Forlorn? Hello, Haley, how you going? You'd be in the UK, and if it weren't for the long waiting times, TERFs, and next to no support, I would happily become a trans woman. I'm sorry to hear that. I know that the UK is pretty fucking horrendous with this shit. The little ray of light that we have, though, is that, you know, there is a lot of discussion going on, at the very least. You got to go for a lecture, radio, Alec. Have a good one. Have a good lecture. The big thing that I take away from this, the big, you know, spark of optimism I have, is that being that we are such a focal discourse, being that people like Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, Steven Crowder, and then like Ricky Gervais and whoever else, being that there are big names talking about us, being that there is legislation being debated about us and all these kind of things, it is making us visible, unfortunately, in a generally negative light, which sucks. but it also stimulates the discussion and it also generates allies. The more that people are talking about us, and the more that we are talking about us as well, the more that we are visible, the more opportunities we are going to have to gain more support. Is the little silver lining I see here. Now, I might be a bit too optimistic on that front. I don't know. But I generally think that has to be a positive in some respect. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. But, stop reading it when you saw a photo of Rose of Dawn. I forgot they mentioned Rose of Dawn in there. Oh, fuck yeah. Maybe you could add a plug at the end of the YouTube video, like join the stream live, because we usually have more back-to-back discussion once the segment is done. That's a good idea, Claire. I'm going to start doing that. Heck yes. I already kind of do, just like say at the end, if you would like to join in the discussion, hit us up at twitch.tv/Abigail Beck, But yeah, if I could make it a little bit more detailed, I'll try to work on that. I'll workshop that one. And I'm thinking maybe I'll start recording, maybe like not on Thursdays, but maybe Wednesdays, so I've got time to edit on Thursdays and then upload the video on Fridays. But like what I've been doing with my trans-related segments, because my YouTube channel is generally related to trans news as it stands right now, I might start recording these segments on the Wednesday, edit on the Thursday, upload tags, all that sort of stuff before I stream Thursday night. Have it ready to go by 9 a.m. Friday mornings, because I upload on Friday mornings. I would love to upload twice a week, but it's a lot more effort. Strongly considering just dropping my video essays entirely in favor of doing more YouTube content, which is effort, energy, work, etc. But sometimes as a trans person yourself who is inundated in trans culture, it's shocking when I talk to cis people and realize how little they are exposed to actual trans culture. They have no idea about anything. Yeah, exactly. So the discussion does make us more visible, and it gives us the opportunity to speak for ourselves sometimes. Might make people curious, might make people ask questions. Also in the UK, the sad thing about most of these discussions is that trans men like myself aren't even considered because it's not as sensational as trans women's issues. We don't even get mentioned. Yes, exactly. And I do like this for trans men, in a sense. I mean, I don't know from your perspective, because it does mean you don't face the brunt of the abuse that trans women face. That's a good thing. However, on the other side of this, trans men generally don't get a voice in the discussion around transition, because there are a lot of people who think that transitioning is just MTF. Honestly, that's kind of an... that's what I've noticed the majority of the time, is like people just think transition, people think that transgender is just male to female and that's it, and that's the entire thing done. Now, that's, obviously dismissing a lot of people's experience, and I think we need that experience. We need those voices in the discussion as well. And there's a lot of trans men I've noticed who are speaking out about these things, who are making their voices heard as well, There has to be at least some positive to come out of this. Hopefully the non-transphobe speak up. I mean, I think what we are seeing is definitely a movement of reactionary people who realize their viewpoints are actually not that popular. People who realize that the way that they are thinking and the way that they are speaking is actually not that acceptable. People are waking up to the fact that transphobes are generally very hateful shrews. And and as a result, as a response to that, a lot of those transphobes are just trying to amplify their transphobia as much as possible. The middleman doesn't fucking care about trans people, like they don't even see them. It's on us cis people to speak up and out. Yes. And this is the thing, is like this comes back around to the discussion around things like Ace Ventura and South Park and other such examples of transphobic media recently. Like, when I say recently, I mean, like, I should say in, like, the last 30, 40 years, actually. So, not recently. But, for a long period of time, Crocodile Dundee is another example. Trans people have been treated as some kind of sick, disgusting, freakish joke in a lot of forms of media. And that image has perpetuated through to the modern day in a big way. To the point, like I mentioned earlier, we've got big social commentators, big comedians, generally speaking, or people like Joe Rogan or whatever, who are commenting on us from the perspective of cis men, and they have a lot of influence. They've got a huge platform, and more often than not, we as trans people, a disaffected minority group, all the way down here, have to put up with the fact that these people with massive platforms are constantly shouting down at us and pointing down at us and saying we're a problem. And if we dare to speak up, if we dare to argue against that, if we dare to have any kind of criticism of those viewpoints, like the thing with Chappelle, right? We get told we're being ridiculous. We get told we're triggered little snowflakes. We get told we're easily offended and learn to take a joke and all this kind of nonsense. Or they're allowed to have their opinions. Are we not allowed to have our opinions? This is the problem with that kind of discussion. Is one side wants to shut down anyone from over here. Not from coffee. Trying to indicate, we're this tiny little group down here. Meanwhile, all these other big voices with these huge platforms, they're allowed to have opinions. But we down here, we have to stay quiet. We have to stay over in the corner, mind our business, and just take it. Why? Because they don't want us to have opinions. Opinions are a privilege. Anyway, Kat, I don't understand why GPs don't seem to prescribe hormones. Maybe this has to do with my area outside of NY Metropolitan, but you can Google GPs who prescribe hormones. That's pretty good. That's pretty good that you actually have GPs that can prescribe hormones. I can get hormones from my GP. Only on the basis that my endocrinologist had to say to my GP, had to send a letter of prescription or whatever it is. They had to send a letter through that said, you can now prescribe these hormones to Abigail, right? So you need to have some kind of reference first, but yeah. A lot of the abuse trans men face are more covert and hidden. As of right now, bottom surgery for trans masc on the NHS is non-existent. People have been left behind surgeries because it's not part of the discussion. No one's doing anything. There's only one organisation here that had a contract with NHS for trans masc bottom surgeries, and they haven't renewed the contract. Precisely. This is the problem. Trans masculine people, are being completely left out of the discussion, and their voices are not being heard. Because the discussion is being dominated by those who think trans women are the be-all, end-all of transition. And there's so much focus on us that any other trans-related issues are being completely pushed by the wayside and ignored. Lurking for a little radio Ziwa. Yeah, they'd rather we didn't exist. The NHS won't prescribe T-blocker injections and I can't afford to pay for them. Can bet they are readily available for non-trans healthcare. You're still on Spiro, which is working, so it's not all bad. Well, that's something. Private doctors in the UK, they can prescribe you what you want. You can even legally pre-prescribe THC-based cannabis. That's pretty good. I want to get prescribed some cannabis. Excuse me. They want it for free on the NHS, which is extremely under pressure and can barely keep up with life-saving medicines. Well, yeah, I think many people would argue transition-related medication is life-saving medicine. HRT can literally make a huge difference. This is an interesting point to make, because this is an interesting discussion to have. A lot of people look at transition as a choice. A lot of people look at transition as an option. You had the opportunity to choose to do this. For a lot of trans people, transition is life or death. They either transition or they kill themselves, generally speaking. Or they get hate crimed, even worse. Which is worse? Suicide or hate crime? Which is the, do we do a poll for this? So in that respect, a lot of people would look at HRT as being a life-saving medication, because the alternative is that the dysphoria is so severe that it causes them to self-harm, right? And there are many people who still have this really warped attitude towards self-harm, suicide, any of those kind of things. This concept that is still ingrained in so many people that they just need to get over their mental issues. They just need to stop being so miserable and self-loathing all the time. They just need to get over it. Just cheer up. Just have some happy thoughts. Which doesn't work. That's not how these things operate. And then the alternative to just have some happy thoughts, go to therapy. Why don't you go to therapy? Not everybody can afford therapy. For many people, I did afford therapy. Let's be honest with ourselves. And that's another thing, is the gatekeeping of trans healthcare is generally hidden behind some kind of therapeutic intervention. So you need to go see a psychiatrist or a psychologist or what have you to talk over these issues with them first before they will give a referral to even get you into taking HRT. Anyway. GCS is covered by my insurance to an extent because it's considered life-saving for psychiatric reasons. HRT realistically falls under the same as an aspect of transition. Good. Hello friends, trans rights, etc. Get what you need even though it's unofficial channels, but be safe whatever you do. Exactly. Always maintain your safety. Always, make sure you know what you're doing. Do your research. Have zero faith in the gender clinic on the NHS. You've been living stealth for the past few years because of the waiting lists and the hoops you'd have to jump through to access healthcare. The endless string of therapists. Don't think you could. It's just soul crushing. Yeah, exactly. It's got to be debilitating over there in the UK. Honestly. 1810 stream uploaded twice to Rogue Offline. Thank you for telling me, Ziwa. I don't know why it does that. It's really weird how it does that sometimes. Excuse me. You're welcome. And yes, exactly, Sorceress. This is a point that doesn't get brought up often enough. Being trans is not an ideology to be debated. It's not like we have some ideological basis. It's not a religion. It's not a political affiliation or something. Being trans is just being transgender. It's like if you say that, for example, being trans is an ideology, then that would make being a man an ideology, being a woman an ideology. It's like, no, it's just a descriptor. Now, a better example would be like saying that being tall is an ideology. Being obese is an ideology. Like, what the fuck is this nonsense? It's just like, I'm a woman who is trans. That's where it ends, right? However, the ideological discussion does come from a place of some legitimacy, which is, by the way, I'm glad you like my sword, and I'm glad that I am pretty swole. I lift. Anyway. How are you? But like, there's not, like, it's not completely irrelevant. However, transness by itself is not an ideology. But we are now entering this, or we are already in this space where, for example, being trans is political. We cannot escape that at this point. So some people will say my existence is not political. Well, that's a lie. So being trans is at this point political because it is a point of heavy political discussion. There are people from all sides of this, yes, we have to call it what it is at this point, a debate over our rights, which we shouldn't have to have.
Thank you for
continuing
Raw,
thank
your
you for
membership.
the sub.
Subbing to the Abby Dom.
Thank you so much, Raw. That puts us at 1 out of 5 of our daily subs. We got a sub goal back. You wanted the sub goal back, so we did it. Trans people have existed as trans people have existed for as long as people have been around in cultures independent from each other. Ideology, my butt. Exactly. Can you hold the sword and say, while you were out getting laid, I was mastering the way of the sword? I could. I was studying the blade. Hang on. I could do that. Fuck it. Why not? While you were out getting laid, I was studying the blade. I can't. I am cringe and I will own it unequivocally. Us. Anyway. Anywho. Where were we? So, I fucking hate it here, honestly. You're one of the lucky ones, the fact that you have a trans support system within your university. I'm glad you at least have that. Yes, indeed, Looper. We are political because we are politicized by others. They make it political and act as if we're the ones doing that. Bingo bango. Why not lay the blade? Speaking of the blade. Speaking of edgelords. I know I'm doing my Dark Moon Knight test run in Dark Souls 3. We'll come back to that, I promise. But I really want to do
a under the table
Prince Zuko
action
run.
never went astray.
Ziwa.
Getting laid and mastering the sword are just the same thing.
Thank you, Ziwa. I think I want to do a Prince Zuko run in Dark Souls 3. Using like the Demon Fist and Goddard Twin Swords. Shall I? At some point. They make it political because they can really. Hegemonic cis-het white supremacist power, pretty much. Uncle woke up with a pain in his leg. He was told it was a cramp. 2 years later, he was diagnosed with ALS and couldn't get medicine on the NHS to keep him alive. Not anti-trans, just pointing out NHS doesn't have the money. That's the problem, though. That's kind of... That doesn't really... this is the thing, is like, don't make life-saving medication into a competition. What that means is the NHS needs more funding. You should be fighting for the right for trans people to get HRT on the NHS just as much as, you know, someone dealing with that kind of situation. It should definitely never become a competition. Okay, that's the problem that we have right now, is that the majority of the discussion around trans people treats trans existence and trans rights and access to medication and all these things, access to women's shelters and public restrooms and all that kind of stuff. It's treated as some kind of competition that trans people are supposedly trying to beat women and girls for some stupid reason. This particular rhetoric, that's the issue, is like, we should be arguing in favor of making things better for everyone instead of turning it into, well, my problems are more serious than yours. You know, the medication doesn't exist yet. There's no medication to keep an ALS patient alive, only to ease symptoms. Oh, yeah. That would be a bit of an issue, wouldn't it? Anywho, I've been rambling for nearly an hour. We could keep going until like 10 and then migrate over to Outer Wilds. Or we could start now, anyway. But that's my main point of concern with the trans discourse, is that it treats trans people as though we are a competitor in a race or something, which is kind of relevant to the constant trans athletes debate. That never ends. Life-saving medication is life-saving medication. It all deserves proper funding, exactly. This is one of those egalitarian issues. It needs to be equitable across the board. It needs to be even across the board. Like, we need to elevate everyone up to the same standard. As a cis woman, I do not consent to TERFs talking over me. Bang! Hell yes. That is a talking point anti-trans people use. I've seen that before. I want the data to show me how much it costs to give a trans person HRT and why it's not worth it to save a life. Yeah, exactly. I agree. It was all through the 20th century, when psychology was being developed as a serious field of study, that politicians started becoming more and more focused on things that don't actually matter in national politics and appeal to the voters' psyches. The snack is nut. Context? Like plural. Oh, okay, good. This pleases the nut. Anyways, nut. Can we get some nut in chat? Can we get some nut in chat? Hang on. We can get some nut in chat. Poggies. Anywho. We've talked about trans issues enough, I think. I mean, we can continue talking about this while I play some Outer Wilds. Echoes of the Eye. Just a single Brazil nut for selenium. You only need one a day. There we go. Nut and chat, buy me dinner. No. I'll make you dinner first. Anyway. I like making dinner for Ziwa. Anywho. Let's begin. Does this still work? Spook Week Echoes. I did it. It worked. It still works. Oops, I just refreshed chat. Sorry, chat. That wasn't... Excuse me. I was supposed to refresh my dashboard. I just wanted to refresh this so that I could add that to it. That is so useful. I love that I've got a title and category button now. I could just literally... Did we test the sound? No, but it seems to be working fine. Oh, we did. We fixed everything up. I don't think we tested it, but we fixed everything up. I've been using my audio for other things, so... What's my favorite thing to cook? Nachos. I love doing nachos. Nachos are nice. Anyway. Shall we... Where's Outer Wilds? Let's do... There it is. By the way, thank you to Ziwa and Phage. Phage bought me Outer Wilds. Ziwa bought me Echoes of the Eye. So, Poggies. Poggies AF for the record. Let's see. Are we gonna get this? Yes! Controller works. What do I have with my nachos? So my nachos are typically corn chips, usually like one of the extreme cheese flavored corn chips. I know, I'm trash. topped with either beef or chicken mince, which has got taco seasoning mixed into it. I've been liking putting fried onion in there. So fry the onion first, put that into the mince mix. You lay the chips out on a baking tray, you put the mince on top of the baking tray. And then you spread cheese all across the top of that. Bake that for like 10-15 minutes until the cheese is nice and crispy. Then, and I think I like putting beans in it, black beans in it, depending. As well, like so you got the mince, the onion, and the black beans as your base mix. And then once you're done with that, you top it with salsa, sour cream, guacamole. And I might consider adding like lime, like dripping lime on it as well. That's generally my my nacho mix. Anyway. It's 7 a.m. and I haven't slept. Should I just get up and get ready at this point? Do it! Heck yes. Yeah, what do you got on today? What do you got on today? Where is the line between what you consider acceptable and non-acceptable identities? Obviously, trans is okay. Trans species like dosing would be valid, but transracial is not okay. Wondering if it's just race that's not okay, or if other things could be lumped in on the other side of the line. I'm going to say a controversial viewpoint here. Like, we know gender dysphoria is a mental illness, right? We know gender dysphoria is a legitimate point of concern. And that's why we treat gender dysphoria with transition. I think there is something else psychologically wrong with those who pursue stuff like being transracial. There's another issue there. Excuse me. Largely because you can embrace other cultures, because that's generally what those people are doing, is they are trying to emulate other cultures, and you can still emulate other cultures. Without, this is the problem, is like, especially if you're a white person, having the opportunity to emulate another culture, having the opportunity to essentially appropriate another culture, realistically, is an inherent privilege and a bias and very racist. Whereas gender is a social norm across the board. We broadly live in a gender binary society. But yeah, generally speaking, I think there's something else wrong with those who pursue the trans race thing, and I think it stems from some kind of narcissistic personality disorder. I don't see anyone who does the transracial thing as anything other than someone actually legitimately seeking attention, but that doesn't mean they don't have an actual issue that needs addressing, right? They're not just doing it to get attention. There is something wrong with them that they think that's okay to do, right? And yes, also good point, Kat. There's a good video by T1J where he talks about the transracial thing, because there are, for example, the kids of, I'd say, Angelina Jolie, when she was adopting kids of all creeds from across the world being brought into her family. That would be argued, you could argue that is transracial, as in the concept there is that someone adopted from their culture into a white family is considered to be transracial, right? That's what it actually is in that specific regard. I don't think it's actually a legitimate thing to transition to another race. The soggy part is new. I'll get into the game in a second, I promise. But that's a very... I just generally, like most people, see the transracial thing as trashy as fuck. And I feel like that's not a wild perspective, and I really think a lot of people look at the transracial thing and the transgender thing and they refuse to acknowledge the nuance of it. They will say, oh, if you can transition... Like, this is the helicopter joke all over again, right? If I, as a trans woman, say the transracial thing is fucked up, people will come to me and say, well, why can you identify as a woman? And we're just back at square one. You know, if you can identify as a woman, why can't I identify as a toaster? Fucking do it, pussy. Shove some toast up your ass and cook it for us for breakfast. Right? It's not how it works. Anyway. I'm gonna play my fucking spooky DLC. You cunt. Not eating that toast. Maybe stick some kind of metal into a PowerPoint while you're at it. Stick a fork into an outlet, you cunts. Anyway, yeah. Let's go through our ship log, see what we've missed. Symbol room, map projection 3, slide burning room. Oh, we've got a lot. Okay. Okay. Fuck yeah. Alright. Holy shit, chill. Fuck, how much am I supposed to go through? Jesus, mate. Alright, let's have a look here. So, abandoned temple. Entering the correct sequence opens a path to a secret room beneath the temple. I found a slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants removing all of the slide reels from their shelves, scanning each reel with a device, and incinerating specific slides as well as entire reels. A room full of burned slide reels piled next to each other, piled next to a strange device. I found a hidden slide reel that shows a container marked with a glowing symbol being handed to a shadowy figure. The lights are extinguished and the figure carries the container into a secret passage behind the mural of a large tree. Okay, map projection 1. A projection that seems to reveal a secret location somewhere within the stranger. A projection, yeah, so all 3 of these. Secret locations, alright. Can I, so where is that? So we can look at these and we can sort of observe where they are. So there's that, we already went to that room, we figured that out. So there's another secret area here which is near this tower building. So I gotta get there. And then there's this one which is... I'll have to go back to the stranger and look around, see if I can find that spot. Secret mural. The reel I found in the slide burning room shows a container marked with a glowing symbol being handed to a shadowy figure. The lights are extinguished. Didn't we already read that? Yeah, we already read that. Let's see what else is there. The symbol room. A secret room filled with wooden containers marked with different symbols. 3 of the containers are marked with glowing vault seals, but their contents have been burned away. I opened the container marked with the symbol of a burning slide reel and found a vertical sequence of symbols inside, which we've already used those. Burned slide reel? No, secret location. Map I found in the abandoned temple reveals a secret location somewhere within the stranger. Okay, so let's try to get to one of these. Alright. We've found a lot of information. Problem is if you want to... Oh shit, I didn't mark it on my map. Motherfucker. Can I... Hang on. I'm pretty sure. Just like... We okay? We're okay. Alright. Let's autopilot. Come on. Let's go break reality. My thoughts on this intersects people even with the same medical conditions can have different gender identities. I think that is clear evidence that gender is in the brain, not the body, and can't be changed. Exactly. Watching Outer Wilds speedrun from GDQ today. Ooh, that'd be cute. I want to watch that. I wouldn't mind getting back into watching some speedruns. Haven't done that in a while. I wouldn't mind doing some speedruns. I wouldn't mind trying Dark Souls 1 again. I should watch some Dark Souls 1 speedruns, honestly. And try those. 100% ship log run. Fuck me dead. How in the world? Okay, let me just actually come back for a second. View entries. Secret location. River Lowlands. Rumor mode. I want to go to like one of these. We've been there. I think I want to go to this one. Where's River Lowlands? I think that might be... Yeah, it is. It is River Lowlands. Okay, so we want to go there. We want to go to that big building. And we want to go here. Okay. World record is 45:41. Fucking hell. That's obscene. What the fuck? Trees detected. Can you hear everything okay? Can y'all hear everything okay? So is it this building here? I think it's this building here, and there's something over there. Must be. Audio sounds great. Good. Ah, heck. Let's have a look up here, shall we? So we've already been in this slide room. And there was something over here, a secret area over here. I think, if I recall correctly. Is it in the cliff face? Maybe it's up above, hang on. Back on my BS watching random Outer Wild streams to relive the rush. I've already done this one, haven't I? Yeah, I've done this one. It's good, hey. It's so good. I love this. This is amazing. I need more games like this. How long have I been playing the DLC? About a total of, say, 6 hours, I'd say. At this point. 6, 7 hours-ish. Maybe less than that, actually. Probably closer to 5, 6 hours, actually. But, you know. Okay, here's a building I haven't seen before. Have I? This isn't familiar. Less than that, yeah. I'd say 5, 6 hours. Hello, where are we? Ooh. Low-carb bread tastes like crap. Who'd have thunk it? Whoa. Whoa, okay. Is this back to the... We're on the other side. That's it? I thought I found something. Here I am being a smartass. Ooh, I've done something. Look at me. I'm so smart. I found the other way in. Dickhead. Nobody's ever done that before. Found my brain cells. That would require me having them in the first place. Well, actually, at least I can say I've got more than the common GC, so, you know. I did, yeah, I put my scout on the dam to see its integrity. I think, Ziwa told me last night, yeah. And then, now I'm just leaving it there. Because why not? Okay, so there's nothing... GCs have negative brain cells. They have collectively like 2. We've already done these. Who wants to debate in chat about the number of brain cells of gender criticals? Is this the right spot? I feel like I might be in the wrong area. Hang on. Can I go over there? You're not going to let me go back that way, are you? Oh, maybe you will. Oh, did we get... Was that either spoilers or a bot? Which was it? I don't want to check. Was it yet another one of those buy follower bots? God damn. I didn't see it. Want to become famous? That really was the fastest ban in the West. I saw the message come up and it was immediately deleted. That's amazing. I'm gonna go back to my ship. Come on. I know I'm wasting a ton of time doing this. Oh, it's doing that thing again. It's doing the flickering thing again. Yeehaw, motherfucker. Oh, there we go. Surface integrity's going down rapidly. We might have to reset this loop, I think. Well, depending on how things go. I want to find out what the secret area is. So it's this one, map projection. Reveals a secret location somewhere within the stranger. Okay. So I was in the right area. I feel like I'm gonna not have the opportunity to do it, because, like... I was in the right area. Okay. Do I have to look at it from a certain perspective? Oh, no! Okay, good. Have I tried looking harder? I'll look at it as hard as I can. I'll look as hard as I possibly can. I don't see anything over there. So it's like here. Maybe it's in the trees. I think it is in the trees. I found something in the trees. Whoa. Okay, not that. Not that. Look at it harder, Daddy. Okay. We're inside. 69. Nice. Alright, we did it. Poggies. Can we get some poggies in chat? We did it. Now I gotta make sure I figure out exactly what's in here before the wall breaks. So we're back in the slide rail room. Okay. Do those stay open? I don't think those stay open between loops. Not between loops. So more burned slide reels. Tons of those. Ship log updated. Another one of these things. Okay. Refuel my jetpack, because why not? Oh, hello. Oh, shit, not this again. Oh. I did that completely by mistake. I didn't mean to. Good timing. Mad skills, mad skills. Alright. We've got to rush through this because we've wasted time and now the surface integrity of the thing is collapsing. I don't think I'm going to have time to get back to the slide room. Unless there is a lantern immediately nearby, I think I might be stuffed here. Am I really good at this game? I like investigations. I like knowing things. Abby, have I ever what? Been so... What's the meme? So far decided to want to look more like? Have you ever felt like this? This lantern fucking sucks, by the way. I need to clarify, this lantern, my flashlight's better. Like, fuck, this sucks. This is awful. This is atrocious. What is this dated technology you're hitting me with? This is fucking insulting. Alright, let's fucking go. Lore time. Okay, so these guys, who are creepy. Alright, they're at that bridge. We're crossing the bridge. Have the tablet. Goodbye, man with the tablet. Okay, they're going into the lodge again, yeah. They're gathering. They're walking into the fire. Okie dokie. Alrighty then. Surface integrity 24%. How do I can I carry the tablet? I don't know if that's what it's trying to infer to me or what its deal is, but Have you ever had a dream that you had your you'll do you once you could do so you'll do you could you want them to do you so much you could do anything? Can I get a coffee with breast milk? I mean breast milk. Breast milk. The kid looks so proud at the end. Okay, let's get on this. We're just gonna keep listening to the surface integrity. I want to go back to the ship, honestly, and just check my ship log and sort of break down exactly what we just witnessed. There's more over here. There's more over this way. This is going to get destroyed in a second. I'm not going to have a chance to explore whatever the secret. Had a dream I wanted her to do something. Who I wonder? Who couldst you be talking about? Okay, so there's another secret area around here somewhere-ish. It's opposite this stuff. Let's get over here, actually. Let's get as far away from the water. Me? Gee. Really? No way. Refilled my stuff. That water's about to come fuck my shit up. In a real way. A real serious way. Fuck me up, Daddy Ulu. Yep, there we go. Okay. Thought so. Ow! Cunt. Now I'm stuck in a rapid. I think it might be up there. Whatever's on top of that ledge, I gotta try to get up on top of that ledge. There's a clear and present way up there. There has to be. I think I might be stuffed. Hang on. Thoughts on when people say lip fillers are racist? Yeah, I don't think it's... Seems like an unnuanced take. I can see the perspective, I guess. Hello, Ren. How's it going? Hello, Day, by the way. Hi, I just saw you there. Like, I can see the perspective that some people might have on it. But on the other side, like, that perspective feels particularly racially charged by itself. Like, if some people are saying, oh, you know, getting big lips to look like a black woman, for example, that would probably be the take of saying lip fillers are racist. But that also kind of reflects more on the person making that claim than anything else. Slide burning room. Secret fireplace. Okay. So, a room full of bones, slide reels piled next to a strange device. I found a hidden slide reel that shows a container marked with a glowing symbol being handed to a shadowy figure. The figure follows a procession of green lights through a forest to a candlelit building where they carry the container into a secret passage behind a roaring fireplace. So we found a hidden slide reel that shows a container marked with a glowing symbol, blah blah blah, it's the same thing. Gonna make yourself some bagels and chips. Ooh, it sounds nice. Being a racist is racist, dude. I mean, racially stereotyping is pretty fucking racist. So if you make the assertion that people shouldn't have certain physical characteristics based on the idea that they might be racist characteristics, that reflects more on the person making the claim that they're racist than the person who might be embracing those characteristics. Unless, for example, it's a situation like... it comes back around to that whole sort of cultural appropriation thing again, right? You know, unless it's a situation where people are embracing those stereotypical traits, getting lip fillers or butt fillers or whatever, because they want specifically to look like someone of a certain race. Like that person, again, we come back around to the transracial thing, that influencer who got a bunch of plastic surgery to look Korean. Like that's, yeah. Hello, Mia, how's it going? It's like people who see a gorilla character in a show and instantly call it racist when it's like, no, it's just a gorilla. It's not supposed to be a black person. Yeah, exactly. That is always fucking hilariously tone deaf. You know. Like, are people calling Winston from Overwatch? Are people saying Winston from Overwatch is a black guy when there's a bunch of black people in the cast? I dare say there would at least be a few who have made that kind of thing. Maybe before there were more prominent black people in the game. And it's never coming from a place of genuine, like, I don't know how you would call it. It's kind of like, honestly, using another Blizzard game as an example. Kind of the way that I see World of Warcraft in a lot of ways, and the way that they've portrayed certain cultures by making them representations of certain cultures are different races in the game. So like a lot, like for example, Pandaria is probably the most glaring example of this. The pandas are obviously supposed to be Chinese, and they live in a very Chinese-styled dynastic culture. Tauran First Nations. What other examples are there? Trolls, duh. Think about it for like 2 seconds, you'll get it. So I feel like there's something in this area, perhaps. Or behind this area. Goblins are all the bankers. Yeah, the goblin one kind of stands out quite significantly, if I'm honest. I feel like there's a way up there, or there's a way to the top of this, or I'm just imagining things. I don't know. Ow. No. I think I should have gone back to my ship and looked at that, because I think there's a secret area there that I haven't accessed yet, and I want to get to it. Unless there's a way from higher up somewhere else that comes back around to this spot. Put that away. It looks like there's supposed to be something up there. Like, I don't know. Have I got the right idea here? Goblins, bankers, which goblins always are, just schlepping about, liking money, with their big hook noses and their particular way of speaking. It's like, fucking hell, dude. The goblins are so on the nose. And that's not even supposed to be a pun at the size of their noses. That's just like, honestly, it's just literally a World War II anti-Semitic stereotype. Like, that's how bad the depiction of goblins, and yeah, Rowling did it in Harry Potter as well. One example, which is really something, is the Ferengi in Star Trek, who was supposed to criticize capitalism, but you wouldn't be wrong in calling them a walking anti-Semitic stereotype. I haven't even watched Star Trek, and I'd agree. I've seen enough of the Ferengi to have a little bit of an understanding of that particular thing. It's like, yeah, it's blatant. It's demonstrably blatant. Alright, let's try going up this way and coming back down around. Can't tell if that dam's about to break yet or not. I don't think I have the right idea, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And then she was like, there's there's Jewish representation in Harry Potter. One of the characters is named Goldstein. Anthony Goldstein, the Ravenclaw, who was never mentioned in the books, Joanne. Do you know what representation means, Joanne? Are you aware of what representation actually is, perchance? It's not retconning your work on Twitter after the fact, you dumb bitch. Okay, I'm stuck. Cool. This is awesome. This is very poggers. Just let the current take me, I suppose. Okay. There's that fuzzing again. I don't know what that fuzzing is. Steve Shives recently did a good vid about the Ferengi. I'll have to take a look. Because I don't understand Star Trek. I mean, I do, but I haven't watched it. But I will say this as someone who's seen the barest bit of the original series. The barest bit of the original series. Like a few episodes. And I did like those. I think I particularly like the TOS episodes because they have that very, very budget feel to them. Everything's filmed on sound stages, and everything's all like handcrafted. I like that kind of shit. I think that's great. What I was gonna say is like I know generally speaking that Star Trek is a broadly progressive show, which is really weird when you consider the fact that there are racist Star Trek fans. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I know how to get there. That's from the big. That's from the other side. That's from the Canyon City, but I can't get there now, so hang on. Let's just do this. Let's just be lazy. Hello, Brandon. How you going? Where were we? Basically, fantasy has a lot more room to be creative, and it's sad when the things keeping it bound are our reality's notions of race, exactly. I saw something about elves before. I missed it. Oh, here we go. Hugh Boy. Love how in fantasy elves are racist and supremacist, but against even human/white people, it's like, damn, you're making stereotypes and also romanticizing being prejudiced against. Alright, let's have a look. Did I get anything? Rumor mode? No, no more new information? Okay. Let's go back. Let's buckle up. Let's do this thing. Welcome back, Ren. How you going? Let's try again. Let's try again. I think I know where I have to go. We'll take a look at the thing again, but I think, how is this game fucking incredible? Honestly. Play it now. Go get yourself a copy of this. Highly recommending it. I am keeping my fingers crossed that the eventual Switch release that is to be determined, like the date is to be confirmed, but it is coming to Switch. I'm hoping it's the Archaeologist Edition, which features the DLC packaged with it. I can't imagine a reason they wouldn't do that, but yeah. I am loving this. And yeah, I'd like it physically. You're addicted to Abby streams in the morning. That's a good addiction to have. Better than heroin. But I won't begrudge you if you do heroin either. You can do heroin if you want. It's a... How do you explain it? It's like an... It's a mystery solving game, honestly. And you're on a time loop. So the whole point of your adventure is to go and explore this solar system and all that it entails. And yeah, non-combat adventure puzzler is probably a good way to put it. It has a lot in common with old school adventure games, honestly. I find. And you're in this big simulated solar system, and the planets are all doing things, and there's things happening on those planets that are happening in line with a time loop. So you need to go around and, you know, solve these little mysteries that are dotted around the solar system. And you have to do so before the day is out, basically. Which is a really fun concept, really interesting idea. It's really fucking pretty, it really is. Got a wonderful art style. I really am just like ContraPoints. How so? Oh, Abby supports heroin. Yeah, well, I mean... Oh my god, I forgot. Well, it was opium. She was doing opium. I feel like I am allowed to say these things because she openly talked about it herself. I don't know if she's off it or not. And quite frankly, I don't care. That's her demon to deal with. You know, honestly, kudos to her for owning it. I'm like, A lot of people in her position would hide from that kind of thing. And I found, you know, watching her streams, she would talk about it quite openly, which was, you know, refreshing. But what was I going to say? You know, yeah, a lot of people would hide those kind of addictions, of course. Especially when she's got such a public-facing profile, and, you know, she recently posted a tweet about any level of fame comes with infamy kind of thing. And as a result, she's well, what's the term I'm looking for? Like, well acquainted, sorry, with having such a significant following that inevitably there are going to be detractors no matter what you do to anything that you do. Oh, hang on. So I gotta go this way? Yeah. Big part of overcoming addiction is having people speak openly about their own, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. So we're here again, but this goes somewhere specific. We already solved this little puzzle. This is not where I want to go. I want to go this way, I think. So we got another projector room. No way out of the projector room. Oh, here we go. So we're up here. And I want to get back down to there. Whatever that is. So this is not where I want to be. I think I've gone the wrong way, honestly. Sorry, I'm distracted by the videos game. I don't think this was the right route to take. I don't imagine this is going to lead me anywhere specific. You deserve a little distraction. Thank you, I do. Having to deal with your addiction to chasing FOMO with games like Warzone / Modern Warfare, you couldn't miss out on timed exclusives or battle passes and shit. You'd end up spending at least 150 to 200 a month on just that kind of shit. Yeah, I know that feeling. I'm allowed to take my mind off all the heavy stuff. I am. I think maybe there's an underwater cave. I feel like there must be an underwater cave that leads into something over there. But I can't tell what. Because that's clearly what it's indicating on the ship. Hello, MK. How's it going? How you going? There's no combat to this. What was the danger of ghost presences? If you can detect that glow on your scout launcher. Got a bit of a headache. Oof. What you need to avoid touching that because it just kills you, right? So yeah, there's no combat. You're completely piss weak. It might be break time. We're going for about an hour and a half, yeah. I'll take a hydrate. I'll go get some painkillers and we'll come back. So yeah, we'll pause it for now. We'll come back in a sec. You have an addiction to Abby, that's a good one to have. Anyway, BRB, don't go away. Hello, fuckers. I'm back. Yeah, please don't mind the lack of music during the Be Right Back segments. I could put it on, but I'm lazy. So I took a piss, and I also got myself some paracetamol there after I took a piss. Okay, just so we're all on the same page. And now we're back, and we're gonna take a closer look at this little map thing. Took a piss, took a pill, took the pill. Let's go back down to this here, shall we? These secret area things. So we've seen this one. It's a thing here. Have I already been there, maybe? Like, view entry. We've been to that one. We've been to that one. Secret location. Sly burning room. Secret fireplace. Sly burning room. So we're going to another sly burning room. Endless canyon. We gotta get back to there. Paracetamol. I got a headache. I took a piss with my paracetamol. Was the piss as aggressive as my announcement of it? Yes. It's like a fire hose, you know. Anyway, so we got to get to this little village. It's there. How do I get to it? No, I've already taken my estradiol for the day. I'm all good on the estradiol front. Anywho. Oh yeah, I gotta do the autopilot thing, don't I? It's so convenient, like, you know, it's a mystery to find the location of this place when you first start. But once you've found it, the little guy at the start of the game near the campfire tells you can just mark that on your map whenever you feel like it. You can mark any place you've already been to. It's a cute first puzzle, though. The first puzzle's quite nice. It's quite interesting. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. That's never happened. How do I go down? Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. What are you doing? Alright. So. Nothing damaged, apparently, so that's good. You considered trying out estrogen patches? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I should get off the pills at some point and move on to a different form of estradiol. Oh, shit. Whatever. We'll have to wait again. My main concern is, like, my kidneys and liver and stuff. The damage it'll do to those. To stay on these, but at the same time I like the routine of taking a medication every day, which is kind of stupid when you think about it. I shouldn't like taking a medication every day. It's kind of a dumb thing, actually. But yeah, we do have checkups. We do check our bloods the same way that a bodybuilder would get their bloods checked for doing steroids. They do that. I'm gonna do this just for the hell of it. Pills do the job, patches and shots are better for the first part of your transitions. It's harder on your body when you have to take an AA, where the other routes you can do estrogen monotherapy. Well, that's good. Is this the intended route to go this way? I feel like it's not. I feel like I've just stumbled upon something that I shouldn't have done. We tried to get up there already. Wasn't hard to get there. I didn't Skyrim up a cliff, and this water is quite clear, actually. I wonder, is there something under here? That looks like an entry to something. It is something! Hello, found you, you sneaky cunt. Oh, hello. What's over here, then? What's all this, then? Oh, for fuck's sake, stop it. So there's a little bridge. Where do you connect to, hey? Smudge is having a moment outside. Ah, slide reel room. Okay, I get you. Alright, more burned slide reels, as you would expect. So we'll do the same thing we did before. Done it. Did I still have the slide reel, or... I do, okay. Oh, I'll refuel my jetpack while I'm here, hell yes. I know the trick. Do you mean gay up vibing? I wouldn't just vibe on the beach at this place, honestly. I feel like that would have a negative end result. Just based on my experiences thus far. Are you eventually going to stop the world from ending, or is it just to uncover the mystery, to die and stop the loop? Well, you'll have to play the game to find out, won't you? I don't want to spoil it for anyone, even though I'm streaming it. You know. Because, like, I've finished the base game. For anyone curious, I've finished the base game. The goal is knowledge. Is it time for die? Not yet. Not yet. Vibing in anywhere in the game for more than 20 minutes wouldn't have the best result. True. Okay. Here's another one. Okay, so we're looking at that tower. Going into a ruined building. Alright. Getting on one of these rafts. Another one of these creepy figures taking a tablet. Going back. Using the hand. We've already figured that out. Turning out the lights. Guy going downstairs. Okay. This is so bizarre. Like... I'm still not making much sense of it. We're learning. We are learning, but I'm still not making much sense of it. I think I need to go back to the ship to refresh my memory about what's going on, is the thing. Like, I need to read the text that describes what I've just seen. I mean, I was talking it through, I suppose. I'm just gonna, go back to my ship. Which is like, this is not the intended way to go back to your ship. You could usually just walk back, but I'm just gonna kill myself. In Minecraft. Where are the reels where the alien Aldeas get freaky? They burned all those ones. Those were the sex tapes. Is there a big mystery you want to solve, a place you want to get to? I'm not sure, honestly. Freaky with deer in Minecraft. Alright, let's go back. So we've got the slide burning room, the Starlit Cove, secret well. Okay. Room full of blah 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 blah. Lights are extinguished and the figure carries a container down into a dark well. The reel I found in the slide burning room shows a container marked with a glowing symbol being handed to a shadowy figure. So Starlit Cove again. Secluded island village nestled within a cove. Candlelit tower sits atop a nearby island. Okay, I think I see. Transdeer, Transdeer. Did I read all that? Sort of. Well, I read through like the one message that was important, and then it showed up again on the other thing. Can we get some Transdeer? Can we get a chant that just says Transdeer? / chant Transdeer all caps. Transdeer. Trans Red Panda. Well, it doesn't have to be all caps, but Transdeer works. Is this a Doe reference? I'm assuming it's a Doe reference. It was in Bad Bunny's chat, so I'm just co-opting things from leftist streamers now. You're a trans sheep, that works. That's fine. That's all good. You can be a trans sheep. Red panda's your favorite animal? It is. Are we just gonna communicate as a community? Via chants. Via Twitch chants. We should. We should. One of us. One of us. Alright, I want to go to the tower. I want to come over here for a sec. Us. Speedrun strats. Oh shit. Give me back my artifact, you little slut. It literally tried to take off with my artifact. Did you see that shit? The audacity, I swear to fucking God. According to the right, we already are a hive mind, so why not put that to use? I wish we would sometimes, honestly. I envy the right their solidarity, even if it is rooted flagrantly in disinformation and a lack of education. It seems as though, like, we try for solidarity, but there's so much infighting over what the correct course of action is regarding anything on the left. To the point where we're just like, you know, who is a reliable voice and who's not. We are the Borg. Assimilate. I already read that bit. I already read that bit, didn't I? Didn't it? Alright, let's go see if we can find this well. Well, what have we here? Where are you? You're over here, aren't you? Your technological and biological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Oh, not that. Not that. For God's sake. Doze off. And awaken. Now we're back in stealth territory. I think, is this the right one? It might not be, actually. Maybe? There's the well. Alright, we gotta find a way to turn the lights off in the well. So that we can go down there. So I did this before, which opens up that, which is not what we want. Maybe I need to turn that off, actually. Hang on. Somebody found a way. They did. Life finds a way. I don't know what Jeff Goldblum sounds like. I haven't watched Jurassic Park in quite some time. That Firefly song is honestly some of the most cancerous shit anyone ever heard in their life. Anyone ever created. Unironically. Cannot abide that garbage song, I'm sorry. Okay, that's dinging some dongs. We don't want to ding dongs. Is that the well? That must be. So that's why we need the light. Okay, I see. So we need to find a way to shut that off so that we can get in there. Got to explore some more, I think. So we got the hand here. Which you can teleport to if you're from somewhere else. We already figured that out. There's an elevator here, apparently. We learned we can extinguish something to give us access to the well. The well, what have we here? Hello, Allie. How you doing? Good morning. How are you? Felt some vibrations. Need to get to the well, actually. Oh, hello. I got yoinked. Alright. Neato. We're making some progress. We haven't done that in this area before. Transliberation now. Transliberals now. No, I don't know what actual liberalism is. Don't take that quote out of context. Bodies scattered everywhere. Oh, hello. Okay, so that's how we get to there. Okay. Ooh, just made an espresso. Very nice, very nice. How many shots? Is it a double shot, triple shot? Okay. We figured out a way to travel around, obviously. Double? Heck yes, we love a double espresso. When you were a kid, you used to rip fireflies in half. Did it while they were lighting up. The end half would stay lit for a minute or two. What the fuck? Okay, so we got the hands. I don't think I went down these stairs. We's exploring. Hey, Diz, how's it going? Oh shit, I forgot about this. Aha. Can't ding your dong at me now, can you, you fuck? Eat my ass, you motherfucker. I got past you. I beat you, you little bitch. Abby did do a heckin' learnerino. I am owning my cringe, okay? I am gonna own the cringe wholeheartedly. What is this thing? She learned from the real. Alright. So now obviously I have to find something. Hey, don't you go anywhere.
Thank you for continuing
Hey,
your membership.
Astral.
Boo.
Boo. I am very, very scared. Oh my goodness. Not really though. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you for the 2 months. You legend, you. You entire legend, you. Okay. Okay, so this just takes us back here. We're not done over here yet. Goodbye, Mia. Have a good one. Overly educated, overly gay, postmodern, cultural Marxist. Destroy the Petersons of the world. I feel like you do something. What do you do? I'm at a dead end. I'm at an impasse. There was more here, wasn't there? I do remember seeing them go through a dilapidated house. There's more somewhere. This did confuse you at first. Where are we supposed to go? Obviously I'm supposed to be able to get in there, and I've got to turn something off to be able to get in there. Well, now I'm back over here again, I guess. Oh, there's one over here. Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to check the slide reels. Was I in the right area? I feel like I was in the right area. I'm about to die anyway. I was, okay. There's just nothing there. I'm missing it. That device seems significant, but it doesn't do anything. There's a little Eye of the Universe statue again. A one-word hint, okay. Let's see if I can decipher this shit. Cliff Bleszinski? He wasn't involved in this. I don't think. Cliff at the Big Red Ding Dong. I'm not sure, to be honest. Rock face would probably be better. Looks like there's something over there, but I can't reach it. Chat sounds gay. Chat should be pretty gay. I generally imagine that chat is like at least 1% gay at any given time. if not more than that, on average, I would estimate at least 76% gay. But, you know, I have no way of confirming these statistics. It's just an estimation. Rock face. I feel like I'm looking in the wrong area and I need to go back somewhere. Let me see. No, 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 no. Don't you go anywhere, you little shit. Don't you do that. I'm not seeing anything over there. Like, I'm just seeing lights. Where in the world? Remember it when you see it. You've seen it before. It's the thing. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm gonna run out of time looking at things. Oh, okay. I have been captured by the thing. Alrighty. Yeah, let's not debate the merits of Ted Kaczynski. Oh, that looks like ghost matter, but it's not, it's just rocks. Oh. Yeah, I got sucked back. So I gotta keep an eye out for that. I feel like I'm gonna run out of time before I get the opportunity to finish this segment. Which is the point. That is the point. Come on, you little shit. Here we go. Okay. So we'll go this way. Oh, yeah, here we go. There we go. Okay, we figured that out. Now we gotta get back down there, which is gonna be tricky. Oh shit! Hello. That makes sense. No lights at all now. What the? He dropped me! Dude just... Oh, the water. He dropped me. Alright, let's try again. I don't know if I feel like... I don't know how I feel about referring to dead people. You did see me jump. I don't know how I feel about dead people who are generally referred to by, like, say, he, him pronouns, for example, in the case of Hemingway. Referring to them as stuff like she, her, or what have you. Even based on, like, observations of their life and behaviors and such. I feel like it's a weird territory to traverse. Like, for example, the Cobain discussion as well. Why was that really floaty all of a sudden? That was weird. I feel like the gravity was lower. Oh, hello. And that. There's a little probe. Okay. Alright, let's go back. Let's do it again. They, them in those cases. That's understandable, I think, because that's gender neutral at the very least, but, you know, broadly speaking. I am the center of the universe. Come on, get me in there. I am. Yay, go me. Alright. Hopefully you just deploy me right at the ship bay. Thank you. There it is. Okay, let's go in. Really don't give a shit about the ship. It can suffer. The universe or Looniverse. Just a name works every time? Yeah, exactly. And come on. Speedrun strats. Grab it, you shit. Abby speedrun. No, come back with my fucking artifact, would ya? No. This way. Let's go. Alright, so we figured that out. Do the guys have the fucking... Do they have their little green lights? Obviously we've discovered something new. I want to solve this mystery. I want to solve this part of the thing, the doohickey, what have you. This is really good. This is really fucking good. The devs of this game need to make another game like it, honestly. They really do. It's honestly one of the most incredible gaming experiences I've had in a while, since like Portal. This is comparable to Portal in terms of its just legendary design. Hey Solas, how you going? Would that be an apt comparison, I think, in terms of its ingenuity in game design? I say this as someone without any kind of reasonable experience with game design elements, but you know, I can still tell when a game is technically brilliant. Get the fuck over here, you little shit. Wake up. That's interesting. It was actually giving me a tool tip for conceal just now. Okay, I gotta remember which way I went. Not that way, I don't think. This way? Oh, that was already there. Okay. Let's go across a bit. Grab me. Lights out. Do I go that way? Do I continue this way? Ah, damn it. What can you do there? So I'm assuming you can't go that way. Oh. Oh. Don't get spotted. I can't see them. You can hear them, but I am not good at directional sound. Hmm. Ah, for God's sake. Is there another way out of there? I don't know. Hmm. Oh, I see. I can do that. They point their lights at the last place they saw you. Oh, I see. Well, this isn't going to help me. That's the wrong way. I need to get to that well, but I don't know how to reach it. Is that accessible from this area? Hmm. My posture is atrocious and I can tell my back's hurting. Come on, where are you, creepy owl? What are they? Owl deer aliens? We've figured that much out about them. Alks? That works. That works. Okay, so we're down here at the water level. Which I think brings us close-ish. The owl cows. Okay, we don't have a thing for this lift. Damn it. For God's sake. I know where I have to go, but I can't see where the fuck I'm going. And yeah, music. They like music. Itchy. Hang on a sec.
Thank you for continuing your
Hey,
membership.
Max. Oh, hello. Ah, damn it. Whatever. Thank you so kindly for the 3 months. We're gonna have to deal with these guys again. Ugh, for God's sake. Okay, that works. Where's the exit? I can never find the exit out of this place. I'm holding up okay. How are you doing? How's things? Let's see. Let's have a go. Blown again. Again? I don't know how many more times I can get blown tonight. Jesus. Don't know if I have the stamina for it. Just don't let them blow you. Simple. It's just that easy. Nope, that's not where I need to go. Come on, where are we going? We'll get down here again. Oh, we got some vibrations. Things are getting serious out here. Abigail playing video games. Which time travel has slightly moved to chair rescue? I can do it. Oh, so the elevator took off. Oh, for God's sake. Break line of sight. How am I supposed to do that? They see my light. Yeah, because I can't see anything. I don't know what I'm supposed to do otherwise. I literally can't do a fucking thing if I can't see anything. Just watch the first minute of your socialized mail video. It's an alright one. It's an okay one. I'm glad you liked it so far. I want to do more videos like that, but it's tricky. There's a lot in it. Ah, I keep going down here. This is the wrong way. Dang it. I've heard a few people say they liked the video. Based on like how relatable it was and stuff, which is... I wish you the best of luck on your transition. I really need to hook into like my next one, and I hope I can do it justice, but it's an issue that's near and dear to my heart. But I haven't been able to properly put into words the thoughts I have. I've been trying with so many different ideas. How can I just like get away from you? No. Oh, for God's sake, dude. You don't watch Abby's vids because you're not a simp? Most of my videos on my YouTube channel are just uploads of stream highlights. Honestly. You are a big simp, that's true. That's very true. I'm glad you like the look of my YouTube channel, though. And yeah, I want to do more of that, more serious content, more pre-recorded, like seriously edited, scripted content. It's the kind of stuff I like doing. This doesn't seem fucking reasonable, honestly. By comparison, this segment doesn't seem very reasonable compared to the rest of the game. What am I learning? That it's an exercise in frustration that I wasn't hoping for? Don't know if you're a simp. I think a simp entails a certain kind of mindset on the part of said simp. Hello, not your average Mai. How's it going? Doing everything right, then got impatient. Oop. Oop. What's he doing? Got stop. No, how'd you grab me through the wall? How'd you get me through the wall, you douche? That's not fair. Come on. Oh, I can't see. There we go. Oh. Oh dear. No, they're elk. Wall hacks. I just want to know the route back to where I was is the thing. How to get back down to the most important point. Which I won't have time for in this run. I want to get down to the area with the red ding-dong. Clipping optional. What the fuck? What the? No. I want to reset the loop so I can start without having to worry about the... without having to worry about the time. Someone added you from my Discord server and you were like, so you watch Abby, and they're like, who? Ugh. Why do people do that shit? I've had randoms join my server before and I have no idea who they are. Never seen them before. They've never interacted with the content. They just found me somehow. We've had a few wankers every now and again. Timer in the back of the head can get to us exactly. Yeah. Just finished dressing your child up as a rock star for Spirit Week. That sounds awesome. Oh, did I get any new knowledge on this? No, I didn't. Speed run. So yeah, that next video essay that I want to do has got a there's a ton of ideas, and I've talked about it before. There's a ton of ideas I want to put into this video, namely relating to dysphoria and dysmorphia and stuff like that. Body image issues is what I want to focus on next, specifically, because I've been having lots of thoughts around that, and I would like to explore those ideas in depth in that same format. And I have a thematic way I want to approach the concept, but I worry I'm not tying the ideas together well enough. So I've got this kind of writer's block situation, I suppose, where like the ideas are there, the concepts are there, the themes are there, but what the fuck is the thesis statement? How do I put these ideas into practice? what exact remark am I trying to make with this? You know, what grand concept am I trying to explore? And I think in my head I know. Do I want to talk the ideas out with us? I mean, that's an idea. I have sort of touched on it briefly. The main focus at present is body image in numerous respects. So, body dysmorphia, gender dysphoria, and ideas around mutilation and surgery and perception and self-image. Reality versus delusion. Specifically relating to the body in that context. Which is a hard thingo. It's a hard thingo. It's a difficult subject matter, I think, and there's probably a lot in there that I could talk about and discuss, but specifically I wanted to frame it around the concept of body horror and mutilation and the way that trans folks will generally refer to trans bodies as having been mutilated, having been destroyed by hormones and surgeries, and how that plays on the minds of trans people who are going through those things. But I also don't have the experience of having had surgery, so I feel like speaking even on that front from an inexperienced perspective. Yes, I'll be blatantly open about the fact that I haven't had surgery. Hello, Tager. How's it going? He loved this bit about what it's like to transition. I think I know the one you mean. Alright, let's see. You must know people you can talk to about it, though. I think so, yeah. Like, there's definitely voices I can listen to. Haven't had my tonsils removed. I've had 2 wisdom teeth removed. There's an idea. It's a tough subject, but speaking about it will be eye-opening for many. I think so. So we go this way. I think I figured out an approach, sort of. Unless that doesn't work. Somehow I wouldn't be shocked if that doesn't work once I get around to the final thing. $1930s vibe. What 1930s vibe? Oh, your hair? Yeah, true. I mentioned that to you the other day, yeah. Oh, I can't go this way, can I? Which means I have to go from back up here. You had your gonads extracted. I'm trying to get that done. Trying to score myself an orchie. The owl will say, hmm. Oh shit, hello. What are you doing here? Why are you in there? What the fuck? You did a video right after your orgy? Oh, they followed me, okay. Does that mean I can't use that strategy? Everyone loves the post-surgery video. I'll have to remember that for the clicks one day. Hello, Toils. How's it going? What's going on? Where have we found ourselves? What the heck? Do I remember Docula? Only through references. I've never seen anything to do with Docula specifically. Hmm. Oh, damn it. Okay. Now what, though? Didn't learn anything from that. That didn't really help with anything. That didn't teach me anything, like... I found a building. Did I get any ship log updates? Like, I don't... Learned you could get in the well that way, which... is something, I guess. Oh, that killed me, I think. Oh no. There's light over there. Oh, I can get over here. Okay. There we go. This takes us down deeper. How did I get over there, though? I couldn't see a way over there before. We found their slide reel collection. I don't think I've got the time to go through all of it, though. Okay. Haven't even tilted. Right, Eye of the Universe, what have we found? They found the Eye of the Universe. Scanned it. Destroyed the systems, destroyed them. Horrified, yeah. They sent something to the Eye of the Universe. Then they came to our system. Not burned. Went through that really fast because I thought I was going to be like losing time if I didn't. Now it's tilting. There's a brain. Okay. There's a thing. Fire. Dome. Okay, someone gets in that thing. Scans their brainwaves. Teleports them to their planet, seemingly. Okay. Interesting. How many of these can I go through? Because there's a lot there. Are they all accessible? The planet, the fire. Okay. The ding-dongs. Which connects their brain to their lantern. Warps them back to reality. Okay. The ding-dong doesn't connect to them. Okay. It's gonna leave like a stack of slide reels over here. Probably being really rude to them or something, honestly. But they ate me, so I don't care. Fuck their shit. They blew me. They did. They blew me without my consent. How dare they? Alright, we learned a few things. Can I take that back? Do I need it? Doesn't seem like there's any more stairs here, or are there? I'm assuming the rest of the slide reels are just scenery then. Could be considered eating in the right circumstances. The ding-dong doesn't connect to them, explaining Ace people. What is this, guys? Okay. Give me that thing again. Give me my artifact back. I'm not done with you. Okie day. Now what? Oh. Oops. Might have fucked up there. I can't jump the railing either. Oh, yes I can. What the hell? Why the door close? Was that supposed to close? Was that something? Was that something what I did? The door only open when you put the artifact on the thing. Okay. Well, I found your little stash of things. Did a thing recently and told someone you like them romantically. Ooh, sounds silly, but you have heaps of trauma and haven't even come close to doing that in like a decade. Kudos to you. Fucking poggos. Well done. Better off going and saying hi again. I can't tell if you're fucking with me at this point. Do you want me to just, like, go and die, or... Okay, so they find the Eye of the Universe, scan it. They have a vision of the Eye doing a red thing, wiping them out. That overgrowing them. Shock and horror! Then they get angry. They get angry at the Eye of the Universe, torch their stuff. They build this thing. Okay. They send it to the Eye of the Universe, or to scan the Eye of the Universe. I don't know what the deal is with that bit. Come back to our solar system and they just sort of wait. Okay. No. Oh, you know what? I'll take you. I'll be polite. Even though they bit my face off. We'll go through these again. So we got the planet thing. They go in the bell. The ding-dong thing. Sends a wave to from their brain to their little flame. Which allows their spirits to be transmitted by the look of things. But some of them are not as lucky. Because they're dead. Okay, so it's connecting their brain to the flame. You have a crush on most ladies. There's a lot of good ladies out there. To be fair. Alright, so we got this thing again, which is like the transmitter. There's a dome. Okay. They're tested, their vitals are okay. Flame transmits them to the planet. Someone weaker and more frail struggles, flatlines. Brain incompatible with the device. Flame still works. Am I interpreting that correctly? There's no birdie on the thing. I feel like I want to get back to the ship and see what the ship tells me. Was there a ship log update? I don't recall. Oh, that's where the thingy is. Okay. I was thinking that might do something, but I don't know what I was hoping there. The bell dinging its dong. Night, Fox. Have a good one. So the ones with the grey robes seem to be weaker and more frail, but I don't think the ones with the grey robes are the ones wandering around. Oh, end of the universe. Let's just wait it out. We can't really, we don't really experience the proper end of the solar system, end of the universe thing here. I tried to get him with the bell, yeah. I wonder, is that a thing I can do? What is that gonna do? Because obviously this is sending me back here. Well, you just learning there might tell you why it didn't seem to work. Because their brains aren't connected. I was hoping that would do something. Don't know what I was expecting there. Me anytime I flow with someone in chat. Wish you had pierced ears. Clip-on earrings are no fun. Get them pierced. Get them pierced. That was one of the first things I did when I came out. A few of the first things I did, I tried laser facial hair removal. I am still technically on to continue doing that. Hello, Beatrue. How you going? And I got my ears pierced. Those are the first two things I really did. And your ears are still fucked. You poor thing. What else was there? What other little trans milestones did I have early on? Oh yeah, got my cock and balls cut off. That's not how that works, by the way. I feel like I need to clarify that a lot of people have this weird concept in their heads that trans people, like trans women especially, cut our cocks and balls off. It's like, no, they use the existing material to make a vagina, right? It's not as though they don't just take some scissors to it. Like, what do they do? Do they think we just smooth ourselves out down there or something? It's like, no, Doc, make me a vagina, thanks. You know. Well, one of the first really big things you could say I did when I transitioned was I shaved my face. Actually, which was weird because for a long time I had a denial beard. And then, you know, shortly after my 31st birthday, I shaved off. Started to see myself for the first time, which was fun. Not everybody understands or wants to understand that. Yeah, true. I haven't had any surgeries. No, I haven't. Okay, Forbidden Archive. We got something. PP inversion. Okay, a library is full of intact slide reels hidden deep underground. There is a container marked with one of the vault seals, but its contents have been destroyed. I found a slide reel that shows a stranger's inhabitants analyzing the eye of the universe. Intact slides reveal the construction and launch of a spacecraft designed to block the eye's signals. That's what that's doing. I found a slide reel that shows two artifacts being lit near a green fire. The first artifact lights after its bearer falls asleep, and the second artifact lights after its bearer dies. I found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. It shows an alarm bell failing to wake up one of the stranger's inhabitants. So, what does that mean? Oh, I guess because they're all dead, they can't wake up. Okay. Ever seen the non-binary surgeries? No, I have not. Found the remains of a burned out building on the outskirts of the village. So that's Starlight Cove seems to be done then. Okay. We've still got Endless Canyon and the secret fireplace in the river lowlands to find. So we've got a bit to go. Then there's the sealed vault, which we've got to unlock. Hidden Gorge, which has got more stuff to explore still. The dead can't hear. Okay. But they have music. They like music. I think only a couple surgeons even do it, but they basically got rid of everything but a little urethra hole. Interesting. Laser hair removal versus electrolysis. Laser hair removal is significantly cheaper. Significantly. They can't hear everything. Okay. Meaning? What can they hear? What can't they hear? I don't think we're going to be able to finish that tonight, though. Because it's like, I don't know if I... Well, you know what? I want to go to... I want to go see what else is remaining in Hidden Gorge. They can't hear from their bodies. What does that mean? Does that mean electrolysis is more effective? I think it's generally considered to be more effective. It's supposedly a little bit more painful, though. Like the things on the station. Whoa. No, not that, not that. Really? More effective, painful, and slow. Good for the short term, but will not kill all hair follicles, where electrolysis will eliminate all trace of hair and seed. Yeah. And yeah, laser only treats black or very dark hair, generally. Yeah. I'm fortunate in that regard, I suppose. Excuse me. They can't hear from their bodies. The only thing I can think of is to try to enter the other area when I'm... oh, whatever it's called, like the part with the artifact, when those areas are underwater. But I can't really do that, because doesn't that destroy the areas? And then I can't be in there, you know, because when the water floods those areas, I am unable to access the thing. I can't really rest while I'm underwater, you know. The dead can hear when you call them trans, though, apparently. Electro does work? Well, yeah, Electro works. Your beard is every color, blonde, red, black, brown, eventually will be grey. Yeah, I've heard people say that my previous beard hair was like ginger or something. I never saw it. I never understood that. The laser people said that my hair was kind of perfect for laser, which was kind of neat. You can tell I'm tired, by the way. I know you can. Abby is sleepy, which is probably why I'm not doing too well with solving this mystery. Here Zero really likes looking at dam design. Yeah, we can go look at the dam. Which is going to have to mean we're going to have to drift through here. Why is that one facing upwards? That's strange. Oh, because there's already a raft in there. Damn, Faye. Let's go have a look at the dam. Why not? Soft Abby, sleepy Abby, little ball of metal. Shred. I really need I'm hoping to get a diagnosis for, I hate to say this, but I honestly think I do have ADHD, which is resulting in me having a lot of things, a lot of thoughts going through my head, a lot of ideas, but no focus to act on those. And as a result, I'm going to try to get a diagnosis so I can hopefully get medicated to solve those focus issues, and maybe with any luck get back into playing my guitar or something. I need that closure, honestly. I feel like I may actually have it. Let's have a look at the dam. I'm gonna make another doctor's appointment soon. Okay. Oh. No. Get off. Not on stream. Goodness me. Have a look around here. What do we got? Some chairs looking at the sun. Sun station vibes. It does have a bit of a sun station vibe to it, doesn't it? What are we looking at here? Oh, hello. Ship log updated. It's tracking something. Is it a trajectory? I see. So that's the thing we're on, traveling away from the sun. Looks like some kind of energy shield is slowly failing. Maybe? I don't know. Let's see where this, have a good one, Clara. Gonna talk with your therapist if you might have depression, as a video you watched about it hit a bit too close to home. That might be a good idea. Let's see where this takes us. Hello, Mel the Music Man. How's it going? Oh, we're back here. Okay. Interesting. Didn't know this was here, did I? Shortcut. Sounds like the dam's breaking. That must have been there the whole time. Let's take a closer look at this. Or not. What am I looking at? It's the sun. They're powering up their station from the sun. Trying to get past this barrier by the look of it. They're trying to go that way. Doctor you spoke to last tried telling me you have depression. I'm telling you have depression. Despite literally having an ADHD diagnosis, yes. It's really frustrating trying to explain that yes, I deal with depression, but that's generally a symptom of ADHD and basically a result of the executive dysfunction. Experience depression, but something that comes and goes. Yeah, so does mine. Yeah, it's not like constant. ADHD is like your default brain state. It's not something you can just apply mindfulness to like depression. True. Let's have a look. What did we discover anything? Yes. Found a projection that shows the stranger moving beyond the reach of the supernova. Okay. So that's what it's indicating. Oh, hello, Fina. I was thinking about ending it there, I think. Because, like, it's 12 o'clock and I'm tired and I need sleep. So I think we might call it. As fun as it's been, I need rest. Abby needs rest. Abby needs to sleep at some point in her adventures. So, you know. Oh, goodness me. Thank you for hanging out, folks. It's been wonderful. It's been lovely. I especially liked a little chat early in the morning. Early in the morning. That's how tired I am. Early in the stream. Fucking Christ, dude.
Enjoy your membership.
Ali, thank you for the tier 1. Oh, thank you for the sub. Well, there we go. We got close to our daily sub goal, I suppose. Here's a flex for you. Oh. Tomorrow's last stream of the week before I take my weekend, which is usual weekend. I was going to say, like, before my stream weekend, which is just a normal weekend, honestly. That's how that goes. It's just a normal weekend for normal people to do weekends on. How's about we go see if this person is... I hate this. I can't tell... Looks like they're live. But I have to sit through an ad before I can tell if they've ended their stream. No, it looks like they haven't. Looks like they're not ending. Okay. Let's go say hi to Nami, everybody. We'll go chill out there for a bit. I am going to probably just raid and run, though, because, you know, I did have a headache like an hour and a half ago. It's still lingering there, so I'm going to try to, like, rest up. Say hi to Nami for me. I am going to say hi. I'm going to like, chime in and be like, hey, I have a headache. I'm going to bed. And yeah, I should be live tomorrow. We're going to continue this. And I don't know how much time we are going to spend on this game, but it will become my, like next week we're moving back to Discourse streams. So news, social issues, trends, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're going to return to that format next week. Same time, 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight. And Friday we are going to continue on our Echoes of the Eye playthrough. You think I'll finish this game this week? I mean, we could maybe finish this DLC tomorrow, depending on how things go. I seem to be very slow at solving these mysteries, though, so it might take us a little bit longer. Anyway, thank you all so kindly for hanging out. I love your faces. Always remember, be kind to yourselves and each other. And I'll see you when I'm looking at you.